Hi everyone. Today we are listening to Sunidhi Nayak. We follow
hmm
her channel, and this popped up, and I was surprised. I mean, I didn't register what's written in the title. The title said Baat Unkahi and Kaavish, and I was like extremely excited that maybe she's collaborating with Kaavish, and I was like, okay, yeah, drop everything else and just let's play, and turned out to be a cover.
hmm
But this cover was so amazing. It was this cover was so amazing that it took me, and I think probably both of us, to I mean, Kavish's whole album, that down that lane, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
like started this cascading effect where this particular cover forced us to listen to the whole album of Kavish again.
again, yeah.
So we loved it. I loved it. He loved it. And because we loved it, that's why we are going to share it with you. All right.
True. One more thing I would like to add is that we are also going to listen Kavish's original track after we listen to Sunidhi's version. So stay put and just experience it with us together.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do it. Three, two, one, play.
दिन भर तेरे सोचों में रहना मेरा, हर पल मेरी आँखों में चेहरा तेरा, सुख दुख के लम्हों में तेरा आसरा, मांगा था जब भी तुझसे साथ मिला, भूल न पाऊंगी कभी, रह गई जो बातें अनकही, हो फिर भी है तू ही कहना यही है, मिट के भी मिट ना सके, दिल में जली जो आग आधी से, मर के भी बुझ ना सके।
Oh my God. Each time I listen to this clip, 1.5 minute, and the first time I
Hmm.
heard this song, I texted him that how the hell it's gonna it ended at 1:25. I mean, you know,
You were so excited that this track dropped, and then you instantly
let me
said,
tell you what happened.
"What the hell?"
Let me tell you what happened. I started this clip and I didn't even check how long it is. You know, I was 20 seconds in, 20 seconds in, and I text him, "Oh my God, listen to this." And then while texting, it's ended. It's done. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, all right.
That was extremely
I
funny.
was
I remember
so
the text.
stunned. Yeah, I was so stunned with this rendition. I just cannot put into words what was going through in my mind. But now, after a couple of days, or almost 4 days, that we have been listening to this, I'll try to formulate, articulate what I'm
Hmm.
thinking. But let's go to her mouth first.
Okay. So I had heard the original version because I mean I think you have also heard the original version before, and we love Kavish. We cannot say it enough. We love Kavish. We love Jafar Zadi. Absolutely to the bits. He's just amazing musician, amazing artist. But when Sunidhi Nayak covered this particular track, what was amazing for me was that she has reduced the tempo or pace of this song, which generally does not happen when artists are covering a song, right? They try to keep the same tempo, same pace. and it felt more like a reprised version of the original track. So this version for me is more melancholic and pensive. And thanks to Sunidhi's voice and the pace of song that they have formed. And I mean, the arrangement does not have any drums or guitars, etc., etc. It's just an unplugged or stripped down version of the original track, and it's sung on a piano, and that hits differently. When it's just done on piano, it hits differently, and that's not true for every song or every cover that you hear. But here, that was the case for me. What do you think?
Exactly my thoughts. Exactly my thoughts. So the first thing that came to my mind was that the original track is a duet, right? With
Yeah,
Kaavish is singing with Samra Khan,
Samra Khan. Hmm.
right? In that particular track, they had contrasting voices, and we have heard in this channel we have heard a track called "Fastly" from Coke Studio. I'm gonna
Fast
link it
lane.
up here, and there Jafar is singing with QB, and
Hmm.
they have a very both of them have a very contrasting voices, right?
True.
What I found, the first thing that came to my mind was, first of all, Sunidhi was, I should, I mean, I don't have a better word than imitation, but she was kind of in the same flow as Kavish sings.
Hmm. Hmm.
I could draw a lot of parallels, right? I
Hmm.
mean, I'm not saying this in a negative way. It's actually, I was pleasantly surprised that
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
both of their vocals matched, and I thought that
Yeah.
she has drawn a lot of inspiration from his vocals. When I'm talking
Hmm.
about the track itself, Samra is singing and Jafar is singing, and I thought that she was complimenting Jafar a lot. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Now, along those lines, uh, as we talked about, that Jafar has sung many duets with complimenting voices, but
Hmm.
Sunidhi's voice,
Yeah.
if they
Oh my
ever,
God, you
oh my God, it will just break the internet, at least in subcontinent.
true.
Right? If they ever do, their voices are so complementary that if they do a melancholic, tragic song,
No, it will
it will
shatter the hearts of
flood
many.
streets,
Yeah.
right? That would be okay. Yeah. So we have heard Sunidhi Nayak before, not on this channel, but we have,
Hmm.
both
Hmm.
of us. We do love her voice. We do like her style of singing, and this also
Hmm.
shows the versatility that in other songs she adopts a very different tonal cadence
Yeah. Yeah.
of singing, and here okay, okay, this is the adjective or how I want to describe it. The cadence was matching Jafar's cadence, is what I
Hmm.
wanted to
Hmm.
say. Now,
Hmm.
that's one thing. Second thing, and I agree with you that I also thought that she actually
Yeah.
exaggerated the emotion of this song brilliantly,
Hmm.
more than the original track,
Original version.
right? And it was, how should I put it? It was very easy to perceive, to absorb that emotion. And in this original Kavish track, you are distracted by amazing vocals, amazing instrument works, how good
Hmm.
Jafar is, all this distraction. Here, the way she sang it was somehow easily absorbable, the
Yeah.
emotions in her voice. So that's what I think. I was floored, stunned with this 1.5 minute clip, and I feel that we are very unfortunate that this is 1.5 minute clip. It could have been
Yeah.
30 minutes, and I wouldn't have minded. So yeah, these
Unfortunate
are
for two reasons. One, that the duration of the song is too small, and the other is that we thought that it is a collaboration with Kavish. So
when the song started. I didn't mind. I didn't mind that Jafar wasn't there. The way
hmm.
she started. I forgot. I actually literally, when you remember our conversation, so 30 minutes, 30 seconds in, and I was like, oh my god, listen to this. And 1.5 minute in, and I was like shattered that it ended. I never mentioned that Jafar wasn't there. I I mean, totally forgot about Jafar. Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So these are my thoughts on this song and how beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Yeah. Wonderfully done. Should we jump to the original one then?
Let's do it. Let's do it. It has a different kind of beauty,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'm excited to talk about it with all of us.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
start.
Three, two, one, play. His piano work is just another level.
I just love Kaavish music.
Beautiful keys.
तुझसे शुरू तुझ पे खत्म मेरी जिंदगी की दास्तां हो रूठ गई तू मुझसे आ गई है दूरी दरमियां हो जो कुछ मेरा है तेरे लिए है जाऊं मैं तेरे बिन कहाँ ले चल मुझे तू ऐसी जगह पे प्यार ही तेरा हो जहाँ
तेरे प्यार में इंतजार में खुद को फना मैं कर गई हो चाहते मेरी तुझसे ही थी पर अब वो बातें ना रही हो जा जा के आई वापस यहीं पे रह ना सकी मैं बिन तेरे खुशियाँ भी रूठी सपने भी टूटे साथ रहा ना तू मेरे
दिल से ये पूछे कोई गुजरी है क्या बुझते दिए से कोई
I love this
पूछे
line.
जरा
Yes.
चाहत के दरिया में मौजें हजार हम तो उसी में डूबे निकले ना पार रस्ते यहाँ रुक गए हम भी यहीं थम गए कितने गए मौसम नए छुप के कहीं खो गए हो काली काली रात दिन से कहे तारे सभी सो गए
This addition,
दिन भर तेरी सोचों में रहना मेरा हर पल मेरी आँखों में चेहरा तेरा सुख दुख के लम्हों में
Oh my god. Oof.
Their songs are emotional roller
Oof.
coaster.
I mean, already. How does he do it? How does he do it? He does it so effortlessly, casually, but he has a gift. A gift. He is gifted.
Hmm.
People can work hard to develop skills, right? But he has a gift. His voice is a gift to everyone in this world. Oh my god.
He,
So I, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna add that Jafar's. Okay, let me start first then. So Jafar's voice is so charming. Some might find it heart-rending or painful, but I personally find it healing and comforting. If you
Yes,
listen to the track
yes.
Nindiare, it just makes me so peaceful.
So the one word that always comes to my mind when I've ever heard Jafar singing, it's a warm blanket.
Yeah.
It's a warm blanket. It's to take cover, to take shelter, and have a cozy feeling. He's just, yeah. Oh my God, he's made for lullabies for adults.
Oh, a
For
lullaby for
adults.
adults. A new genre, yeah. Kavish, you must explore this.
Kavish, come on, $1 million idea. All right. I mean, so much cliches. Come on, come on. Yeah. Stop me. Have some check and balances to not have this. All right. But yes, Jaffers have this gift for lullabies for adults. I mean, if he ever does it, uh, the medicine. I think
Yeah.
doctors, yeah, medical
Prescribe it.
schools, yeah, they it would be prescribed for
Hmm.
insomnia or something. Okay, I
So
wanna just
one
mention.
thing, yeah, I just want to I would like to clarify one thing for a lot of viewers who are in India or Bangladesh, because I noticed it in the comment section of Kaavish. Kaavish is a band. Many people are referring that Kavish's voice is really beautiful. Kavish is a band and not the name of the vocalist. We keep mentioning now Jafar Zedi, he is the vocalist. And Kavish is basically band of two people, Jafar Zedi and Maz Maudud. So Maz is the guitarist of the band and he obviously plays a part in instrumentation and creating melodies and working on the composition along with Jafar. So I just wanted to clarify this point for our viewers. Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, just wanna quickly. Okay, I totally forgot what I wanted to say.
It's
Um,
fine.
yeah, I mean, what can we say about Jaffer? We are experiencing this together, anyways. The about this track, the how amazing this track technically was. I mean, I
Hmm.
don't have the um, uh, competence to describe it. The time signatures of this track and how amazing this was executed. I mean, each verse, each line, each everything
Hmm.
fitting on the time signature. I mean, of course, Kaveh, Jafar, all of them, they are technically very sound as well. They are trained, but this was I mean, we can also appreciate this kind of brilliance. Not only this was a beautiful track, and we don't want to dissect any thing about this track because it's just beautiful, but
Hmm.
technically also listen to this track again, and just try to focus on the time signature of the keys and the guitars and all,
Hmm.
and how each line was fitting in that time signature. But yeah, I just want to appreciate that as well. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
add anything else. Probably we will be listening to Kavish's other work on this channel more and more, because now that we have started, it will be hard to stop and
Really difficult.
really difficult. And
It is
probably
really,
why should we? Why should we stop? Right? Why punish ourselves?
yeah,
Right?
true. All
Okay.
right. I just want to mention one more thing. That you talked about a bit of technicalities in this particular track, but I think we can agree that the melody of this particular track is so beautiful, and voice of Jafar has elevated the melody even more. I can't even imagine any other male singer could have done a better job on this particular track. And there are certain tracks which demand this texture of voice, and Jafar strikes the chord always. And one more point, nothing to take away from Samra Khan. She's an amazing singer and sung this song pretty well. But just imagine how good the version would have been if Jafar and Sunidhi had sung it together. I just wonder.
So I mean, yes, I actually want to mention this. Samar Khan, we shouldn't get overshadowed in this track. She did
Yeah,
equally, if
equally
not
amazing
better,
job.
equally amazing job. First thing. Second thing is that I always say that color blue is not better than color red, right? Or
Hmm.
color red is not better than color green.
Hmm.
For some people, color blue feels better. For some people, color green feels better.
Hmm.
Color green feels better in spring, right? But
Hmm.
color golden would feel better in autumn.
Hmm.
And this is exactly true that if Sunidhi had a collaboration with Kaavish, Jafar, this is just like that, right? It's just a different flavor of Husn, of Khubsurti.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a different flavor. So that,
absolutely.
yeah. Then again, I'm forgetting something. Yeah, okay. Let me forget.
One last point from my side. So why I'm mentioning the melody of this particular track is because
I
if
now I
you
remember.
okay, you go first because I'll remember my point. I know I'll not forget.
I say in a lot of the tracks that if this track were instrumental, it would have been a hit, right?
Hmm.
If this
Hmm.
track were just an instrumental, this would have been a hit. But if we take out the vocals,
Hmm.
the vocal version of this track would have been amazing, amazing as well.
Yes,
I
yes,
mean, a
yes.
combination of both does have, I mean, has a greater sum than the individuals. But I mean, Jafar sings without anything, without with wind blowing or it's raining. I mean, the people I have seen in a lot of places that people say that Kaavish should be listened while it's raining.
Yeah,
You know,
many people
with the
mention
sound
that.
of rain and just Jafar's
Hmm.
voice,
Hmm.
that would brilliant. You know, winds
Yeah.
blowing and leaves are rustling, and Jafar is singing. You're watering your lawn, and Jafar is singing, and Jafar.
True. That's what I was going to mention. I mean, his voice is beautiful, without any doubt, and Sunidhi's voice is equally beautiful. But I personally think that the melody played a huge part in this
Yes.
particular track because if you observe the version of Sunidhi, it has barely piano. And some songs have such beautiful melody that even if you strip down the instruments,
Yeah.
the song still remains brilliant. I mean, instruments add a lot of magic to many tracks, but this particular track has such a beautiful melody that it can be played without any instrument and it would be equally good.
The foundation was melody.
Yeah, the
In this
foundation
track,
was melody.
the foundation in some tracks the foundations are instrumentation, a guitar
Yeah.
solo or something. You know how songs sprout comes to being.
Hmm.
You write a guitar solo and you like it so much that you think that there should be a song around it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're doing a tabla or drums, and you come up with a beat, and
Hmm.
you like it so much that okay, this is hitting a different note in here. There should be a
Yeah.
sound around it, and then
Yeah.
you have a melody, and the
Hmm.
melody is so beautiful then that you have some arrangement around it. This
Arrangement
is how
around
it
it. Yeah.
happens. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. True. I think we have discussed a lot on this particular track
Yes,
because this is so beautiful. We can't just help it.
we couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, listeners, and let us know in the comments what are your thoughts about both the versions. I mean, we loved both of them equally, so let us know your thoughts around it as well. And until then, we will see you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.